All right, what's going on, everybody? Just waiting for Facebook to do its thing. Um, well, cool. Well, I'm gonna jump right in. A little impromptu live here in the group. I'm gonna try to do a few lives in here as frequently as I can. As you guys know, we have the Bowmerley Fitness Academy, which is our free community for busy professional women. Um, that I think we have like almost 250 members at this point. So I'm much more active in that community. I can post a link in the comments below. But I'm still we're trying to, we obviously have a lot of people in this group. So I'm trying to, over time, transition people from this group over to that free academy because I have a full course in there. I put a lot of work in the BMF free academy. But I know sometimes there's slow movers and things, so I'm still trying to do a few lives in here before we finally officially move everything over. So that said, one thing I wanted to talk about here and make a really short video is so many people look at food and nutrition through the wrong lens, and it sabotages things for you. And maybe many of you have been here before, but like what I'm talking about is a lot of people look at nutrition really black or white. Like you look at food as like, this is either good or bad. Is this going to make me gain weight or lose weight? And it's just not a healthy perspective in how you look at nutrition, and it really sabotages people because you look at food like, oh, this was bad, this is going to help, this is going to cause me to gain weight, I shouldn't have ate that, and then you hold shame or guilt. And it's just not a good place to look at food from. And I know a lot of it is from when we were like little kids and food pyramid, and this is good, this is bad, whatever. But one thing that we do, especially early on with our clients, is we make this huge mindset shift and change their perspective forever and how they look at food and nutrition. We want to improve the relationship with food and nutrition and beverages and change how they look at it. Because when we can get a client to make that shift, breakthroughs happen, and it's just a more enjoyable way to live life where you're not always obsessed over is this good or bad, and it's like either a pat on the back or a slap on the wrist. Like food is fuel for our body. So my point is when you, what I can tell you, and this takes a lot of work, and we spend a lot of time in those first 2 to 4 weeks. We have curriculum in place, and we do in the first month like 3 or 4 Zoom calls with our clients where we're talking about these adjustments, and we have a process and protocol for them to change their perspective and how they look at nutrition. But to simplify it for you guys, instead of looking at food as far as black and white, and when I say look at food, it doesn't just mean like, when you're looking at food, I'm talking about when you go out to eat, when you're grocery shopping for the week, when you're looking at what to eat in the cupboard, what you're looking at to eat in the fridge. It can mean many different things when you're ordering DoorDash or Grubhub, whatever, Uber Eats. One, become conscious and aware when you eat. That's the first thing. Like ask yourself these questions. Mindless eating gets messy. Mindless eating gets people in trouble when they eat without even thinking about it. That's one of the first things that we have clients do is when they come into our program, we have them become a conscious and aware of what they're doing. Because a lot of people gain weight with no intent. Nobody sets out and says, yeah, for the last 5 years, I'm going to eat like a pig and put on 50 pounds. No, it just happens by surviving life, not thriving in life, and making decisions. Yeah, you might know you're not eating the things that are great for you, but it just kind of happens by accident, right? Life happens, adversity, challenges, family, career, travel, stress, chaos, right? Like no one sets a goal to become fat, all right? It just happens. So to fix that problem, we one have to shine light on it and have them become aware of their food decisions and choices that they're making and that behavior, all right? And then the second layer, which we'll work with a client through, instead of looking at nutrition and planning out food as far as like, is this good or bad? Is this healthy or is this unhealthy? We make this shift. We have them ask these questions, all right? And some of these questions are, is eating this going to give me more energy throughout the day? Is this going to help me focus better at work? Is this going to help me be more productive? Is this going to give me fuel to get the best training session and workout in? Is this going to help me recover for my workout? Is this going to be beneficial for my digestion and gut health and bowel movements? Is this going to help me, sleep better? Is this going to help me, as far as gaining strength? Is this going to help me fuel better for my day and for my life? Like, when you can look at food as far as like, is this going to give me more energy? Is this going to help fuel my workout? Is this going to help recover from my workout? Is this going to help keep me full and satisfied? Is this, going to help my skin, hair, and nails? Is this going to help my digestion? When you start to look at food and ask yourself those questions, those 6, 7, 8 things, like, what can I eat to fuel my workout? What can I help eat right now to help give me energy throughout the day and be as focused and productive as possible? When you make food decisions from that point of view, one, it's much more enjoyable. You see how it's like a positive thing? Like, yeah, what can I eat so I can get an amazing workout in and have an amazing energy for my workout this afternoon? What can I eat, within an hour after my workout that's going to really help me recover from that workout? When you start to look at food and nutrition from that lens, it's a more positive experience, and you'll tend to make better decisions, right? When you're asking those things. So, again, to summarize, 2 very important things. Become more conscious and aware of your food decisions and choices and behaviors. Slow down. The more mindful you eat, the better. Number 1. 2, instead of looking at food as good or bad, black versus white, is this healthy, unhealthy? You got to make that shift. All right? Nobody that's in great shape really looks at food like that. The only people that fail dieting and trying to lose weight look at food like that. Like, I don't look at food good or bad. Like, yeah, I still have pizza and ice cream and stuff, but like, I'll go through those things. Like, yeah, it's not probably gonna help me energy. It's not gonna do this. It's no to all those things, but it's like, at least I go through the process, right? Like, that's the point. I'm not saying you have to eat healthy 100% of the time, but when you become aware and you start to ask yourself that questions, you make decisions and choices from a conscious state. And if you still eat the pizza or ice cream like I do sometimes, it's like, okay, but like, you went through the process and protocol, all right? Versus just eating ice cream and not thinking about it. Like, I asked, like, okay, what workout am I doing tomorrow? Like, should I eat this now? Like, what time am I going to go to bed? I don't like to eat 3 hours before bed. If you can have a process and protocol, which we have our clients go through, you might still eat those things here and there. Nothing wrong with that. Not good or bad. We don't judge it. But like, if you can go through that process and that protocol, like, it will help you. You'll become more conscious and aware of what you're doing, and you'll tend to make better long-term food decisions with nutrition. And it's a much more enjoyable and positive lens and perspective at which to view nutrition. Hopefully that helps. We'll see you on the next one.